Hi, I'm Marie Flanigan, and today I'm answering all your questions from design to running a business to being a working mom and more. So let's get to it. What inspired you to start your own design firm, and what was that journey like? Starting my own firm really allowed me the opportunity to have complete creative control in the process while also marrying my love for building a business. The journey has had tons of ups and tons of downs, tons of mistakes along the way. And you really learn how to trust your instincts and grow from that. And I think it's really a process that never really ends. I love being challenged by new opportunities. I love pushing boundaries. I really love taking on new and exciting things that I haven't done before. And so much of entrepreneurship and really anything you do in life that has a lot of meaning and is hard, I think it's more about the journey and who it helps you become than even the destination. What are some biggest challenges of growing your team? I think one of the hardest things about building a team is making sure to find people who aren't just incredibly talented, but who have the heart for what you're doing. And creating an incredible culture is so important, not only because collaboration is everything with what we do, but it's about building trust and years of working with people, going through different problem solving and putting out different fires together. The synergy that you can create with the right team who, has that trust formed is just exponential. How do you maintain the integrity of your design vision as your firm expands? This is a great question because over the years, I think we've found that the most important things to keep in mind when you're building a team and expanding a team is clear communication, high standards, and creative involvement. I really try hard to create an environment that anyone at the table can have the best idea. And I think when you're building a creative business, that is so important, that people feel free to share their ideas, good or bad, because you're not always going to be the one with the best idea. And I think that is so important to have this creative collaboration that brings projects to life in a way that is better than any one person could create. What advice would you give someone starting their own creative business? I think if you're starting a creative business, begin with your why. Write down your why on why you're doing this. What's driving you? What are you passionate about? And make that the driving force for all your decisions along the way. So your ship is kind of sailing toward the same direction of your vision, of your goals. And then show up with excellence. Show up and be grateful for any opportunity that comes in your door. And then as your business starts to grow, define your goals and your standards and your boundaries to know what to say yes to, but more importantly, know what to say no to. How do you approach leadership and fostering a strong team culture? I really think leadership is about creating an environment where trust and collaboration are the foundation of what you're doing. I think it's about empowering the right people to rise up as leaders and giving them the autonomy to make important decisions, especially as they've grown into those roles. And that's how you really scale a business and how you really maximize the effort of a team. What does success look like for you beyond just growing a firm? I think success can be one of those things that you could just chase the idea of that forever. And I think success for me isn't just about growing a business, but it's about doing challenging and meaningful work. It's about prioritizing my family and giving generously and ultimately leaving behind a legacy of beauty and integrity. And I think over the years, my definition of success has changed as I've grown as a person, as I've grown as a mother. I try to actually do that at the beginning of every year is what does success look like this year? And what does success look like ultimately? And I think that's important for anybody to define based on your values. The next question is, what's a project or achievement you're most proud of in your career? The project I'm most proud of has to be my 2 books because they are a culmination of years and years of work. And also, it's not just the talent from my firm, but the talent of hundreds of artisans, builders, architects, and clients' vision too. And I think that they're just such a beautiful memoir of the work done by so many. Even in my latest book, The Perfect Room, it goes through over 4 years of work. And I think we have over 20 projects highlighted in that book. So it's just something I'm really proud of, and I know our entire team is proud of. And it was just a beautiful journey to kind of bring it to life. The question is, if I could give my younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? I think the advice I would give my younger self is take the time to develop discipline and cultivate your skills. I do believe in the idea that doing something for over 10,000 hours really helps you to become a master at your craft. Having the patience and the discipline to do that is so important. I think it's important to surround yourself with people who challenge you and make you better, and to keep in mind that it's when you focus and when you add value to those around you is when you find your own success.